Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead reading. Just a quick to say, I've just done the Capricorn reading, and sometimes as a tarot reader, well, quite often we take on the energy of the reading, but I really took on that energy, and I had to have a break and a cup of tea, but I feel fine now. But if all I'm saying is if you do have Capricorn in your chart, then I would urge you to watch that reading. Or if anybody wants to cross watch, obviously feel free to do so. Have a tissue ready. Anyway, let's get on with your reading, Pisces, my fellow fishies. I hope you've had a great week. Let's see what's in store for you next week. Dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Pisces and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Four of Wands is in your general energy. Your opportunity is Judgment. Your challenge is the Empress. The Five of Cups is what you don't see coming. And Death and Rebirth, interesting, is in your advice and outcome. Now, the Four of Wands it's a great energy. This is about stability within the home life. This is about celebrating with family, significant anniversaries. Obviously, it's Christmas. We're getting together with others, having a great time. It's also the card of being quite stable within the home and a nice, even feel to things. Could even be moving for some of you. Obviously not me. Well, actually, having said that, I do know somebody's moving next week, right on top of Christmas, but it could even be that. Judgment is in your opportunity. So there is an opportunity for you to shine, if you like. Judgment is all about coming out of a situation and having your say and thinking, right, now it's my turn. Now it's time for me. I'm really drawn to the Four of Wands and celebration and the Judgment. So it's almost like others are recognizing that and celebrating with you too. Some massive achievement, perhaps. The Empress is in your challenge. Interestingly, she's very feminine, obviously, energy. She's very sitting in her own power. As a challenge, there's this feeling perhaps that nothing's growing around you. Nothing is happening. It's all a little bit stagnant. Or you have an Empress around you that would be kind of like a motherly, very nurturing, that's being a bit challenging for you. The Empress is attributed to Libra. So for some of you, that could be relevant. The Five of Cups is what you don't see coming. This is loss, regret and disappointment. Maybe to do with that Empress. Cups are the matters of the heart too. So there's something that you're feeling a little bit. But the message of that card is always saying, don't look at what you don't have. Look at what you do have. And then we've got Death and Rebirth. So Death and Rebirth as your advice and outcome is the ending of something and the beginning of something new. Now, with that Five of Cups, the Judgment card, I feel for you, you're coming out of your shell. That's what I've just heard. And the Death and Rebirth card is, again, it's the end of a situation. But let's do some clarifications. The loss, regret, disappointment, Five of Cups. Sometimes, we do need to let go of things in order to start again. Let's have a look. But the Four of Wands in your overall energy is celebration. So obviously it's something that you want. We've got the Strength card. 10 of Cups, yeah. And the Eight of Pentacles. The Strength card is all about exactly what it says on the tin. You have the strength to deal with this. You've been strong, courageous, in control. But also the strength card for me is about your vulnerabilities and asking for help. So maybe there's some family members around you with this Four of Wands that are literally helping you with the situation. Because the strength card, strength comes from within, doesn't it? You know, it's not always about putting on that brave face. The strength part of that is taken off that brave face, if you like. You've got the 10 of Cups, which is lovely. This is like perfect feeling of love, security, happy family, happy home. Again, with the Four of Wands, it means the same. And then we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is about independent working, working to achieve a goal, maybe taking yourself out of somewhere so you're not distracted. For some of you, you've been working late into the night too. And it's like you're really focusing on getting this home stable and happy, whilst you've been masking a situation maybe. Judgment though, it is time, yeah. And you realise that. It's like something's being revealed, you know. Like I say, it's, what did I say? It's like you're in the limelight. Or did I say that? Why do we have Judgment here for Pisces? So we've got one more, please. How amazing. We've got the Sun card here. That's all I want to say to this. Is the most positive card in the deck. It's like, yep. And look how she's celebrating in the air, looking up to the sun. She's looking up like, well, they are looking up. Now, I know somebody's picked me up before on, you know, you say he, she, you know, and somebody's actually get quite stroppy on the channel, going into gender. And it isn't about gender in tarot, it's about energy. Unfortunately, when the cards depict women and men, my brain sometimes just goes automatically to that. And the caveat to that also is we all sit in a masculine energy at times and a feminine. So it is whatever you are in at that time. So a more masculine energy could be like you're taking control of a situation and you've got your, you know, your big girl pants on, and then we're in a feminine, more delicate mood. It's how it works. That's the energy of the cards. The cards do not mean man and female. So yeah, the Sun card is there. It's like, again, it's like, I feel like a massive relief there for you. It's an opportunity for you to do something to do with the making that family home more stable. We've also got the Nine of Pentacles, and this is like, yeah, independent, really independent people, and you showing how hard you've worked. Pentacles are our material resources, our money, our finances, our career even. I want to say that people maybe have looked at you like a little bit of a pushover, but now it's like, no, hang on a minute. I'm having none of that. Nine of Pentacles. I'm strong and independent. What I've done in my life has took me a long time to build up to this stage. Not necessarily independent because you're not married or what have you, but you've just done it on your own without asking for any help. And that's why Judgment is here, because it's your time to have that recognition, to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I mean, the Sun card, it did make me think some of you are literally going on holiday, or there's some lovely vision of you looking to the future to do that. Just so I say that, we've got the Two of Wands, which is exactly, it's like, you know, I'm drawn to the travel of the Atlas there. Again, is there not one there? Oh, on the Empress there is. There's something about should I, shan't I energy. Some sort of opportunity, some sort of planning in your mind maybe, that you've now realising that I want to say you can spend your money on you. The Empress is what you're struggling with. Maybe you're struggling to do that because, you know, especially Pisces, we are incredibly always giving, and it can be to our detriment. And that could be why you have the Empress as a challenge here. Because, you know, we can overdo it. Whilst it's called a mothering energy, it's also a smothering energy. We've got the Eight of Cups. Are you struggling to let go of looking after somebody, or in order to build this happy home, this stability, and have this determination, I think you're struggling with a mother, or a motherly energy. You've got the Eight of Cups as a challenge. You can't let go of something. There's some sort of emotional attachment here. The Ace of Swords is about the truth of the matter. It's also about clarity and knowing the way forward with focus. There's I feel like you're in two minds about something. Maybe that's why the Two of Wands is here. And then we have the Four of Pentacles as a challenge. There's something to do with, this is also perhaps to do with finances. Some of you, I want to say it's very specific, I know, but you might have to be looking into taking on the financial role of a parent or somebody who's very nurturing around you. What's that called? When you have financial, I can't remember. I don't know why I can't remember, because I actually did it for my father, but oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, Five of Cups, you've got loss, regret, and disappointment. You know what? You might be feeling sad about a situation. Could be to do with the mother or this Empress. Let's have a look. Why do we have the Five of Cups here, please, and thank you for Pisces? We have the Seven of Cups, Justice, and the Six of Swords. So justice is attributed to Libra. But the Five of Cups is kind of saying, like, with the Libra as clarifying it, is saying that there is a balance to be had here. On the one hand, yes, there is a sense of loss and regret and disappointment. But on the other hand, the message is to look at what you have got rather than what you haven't got, because there is a sense that balance. It could also be the feeling of, you know, having to do something legal for them and sign paperwork. Again, if it is what is power of attorney? There's something along those lines here that's making you feel a bit like, oh, I really, you know, feel sad about this, but it's necessary. You've got the Six of Swords, and this is about, you know, leaving something behind and moving on to calmer waters. Looking at a situation from a different perspective, I want to say. And then the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is a reminder that there are lots of choices open to you. There's not just the one thing to choose from. You don't just have those Five Cups there. And then we have Death and Rebirth, which is talking about a situation that has had to stop because it can't continue. It's very different to the world, although the world is also about new beginnings and rebirth and starting again. But with death and rebirth, it's quite a sudden change because it had to stop. Let's have a look. Why do we have death and rebirth here? Please and thank you. For Pisces. For some of you, I also think you're perhaps remembering next week. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too emotional because it's leading up to Christmas. Why do we have death and rebirth here, please and thank you? So we've got 2 of Swords. You're in 2 minds about something. We've got the 4 of Swords and the Devil. Devil is attributed to Capricorn. Now, interestingly, 2 of Swords is that feeling of being literally pulled in 2 directions. The message of this card is to think logically, don't go into the heart, but it's also, I think you're struggling to put an end to something because you know, somebody is pulling you in that direction, and then another situation is pulling you in that direction, and it's a case of, oh my gosh, you know, which way do I go? We've got the 4 of Swords here. Now, the 4 of Swords is about rest, relaxation, repair, recuperation. And I also almost feel like there is, like, you know, a rebirth there, because obviously this comes after the 3 of Swords, which is a lot of heartache. I think there is an ending to this heartache, to this, and you're able to perhaps just relax a little bit more, knowing that whatever this has gone on here is the right thing, even though it feels, there's a sense of guilt here. And then we have the Devil. It's the end of feeling like you're tied to somebody, tied to something, the end of even the end of a toxic relationship, or being in a toxic environment. It can also be the end of addictions and things that don't serve you. There's some sort of realization. Gosh, that's interesting. So, why do we have, let's have some more messages, shall we, for Pisces. This is the Daily Crystal Oracle deck. What other messages are there, please and thank you, for Pisces? We've got agate, which I've actually got a beautiful piece of agate on my kitchen windowsill, and it looks exactly like this. And the message of that card is get back into balance. And that's what you don't see coming, look. And then let's just draw one from Wisdom of the Oracle. Any other messages here, please and thank you, for Pisces? Absolutely love this card. It's probably my favourite card of all in this deck. Serendipity. So beautiful. I find it really hard, though, to explain serendipity, so I have to look at the book for this. And the message is you've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dreams resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. Gosh, you needed to hear that, Pisces. Right, okay, so let me know how that resonates. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Every single week I have to say thank you. I know you're probably bored of me saying it, but I never get bored of saying it because I truly mean it. Have a great week, and I'll catch up with you next week.